And what if I told you that all around the world, in various places on the planet, there are abandoned supercars, deteriorating in deserts, parking lots, and even on roadsides? But why does this happen? Who left them behind? And is it possible to buy them? It's impossible to specify how many supercars are deteriorating in the deserts of Dubai, but there are many, including unique models like the Ferrari Enzo, Bugatti Veyron, a Jaguar XJ220, and even a Formula One car. Is this due to overly wealthy Arabian princes? Actually, the situation is far more complex. To understand why these cars were abandoned, it's necessary to meticulously examine how this city operates. Dubai, one of the jewels of the United Arab Emirates, stands out as the largest metropolis in the region, widely recognized for its lavish architecture and a luxury that defies conventional limits. One of the most iconic examples of this metropolis is the Burj Khalifa, a colossal skyscraper that holds the title of the world's tallest, embodying the grandeur of the city. Much like other countries in the Middle East, Dubai has thrived economically thanks to immense reserves of oil and gas. Its strategic location on the shores of the Persian Gulf has turned the city into a commercial hub, attracting investors and entrepreneurs from all corners of the globe. The driving force behind the economy is undoubtedly immigrant labor. Surprisingly, 96% of the city's population was born outside the borders of the United Arab Emirates. This sharply contrasts with metropolises like New York, where only 37% of the population is composed of foreigners. The cultural diversity and range of origins make Dubai a land of opportunities, drawing everyone from bankers to elite investors. Among the attractions that the United Arab Emirates offer is the absence of income tax, an irresistible draw for those enjoying substantial income. If you have a seven-figure income that isn't subject to taxation, it means you have considerable resources to invest in supercars. The presence of these high-powered machines has become a constant in Dubai's urban landscape. When traversing the city's roads, it's nearly inevitable to come across an impressive fleet of supercars. Seeing models that surpass the $200,000 mark parked at malls on a Saturday night is commonplace. The variety of places to acquire them is extensive, with favorable taxes, impeccably maintained roads, and a used car market that can offer treasures at affordable prices. In Dubai, supercars are more than mere vehicles. They represent a fundamental part of life. They are visual symbols of prosperity and status, a way to express success. Many acquire these cars not to race them, but to display them as trophies on social media. However, it's worth noting that even with the prominent presence of supercars, not all Dubai residents possess these automotive gems. And that's where the question arises, why are so many of these magnificent vehicles abandoned by the roadside? The mystery behind the abandonment of these supercars remains shrouded in a veil of curiosity and speculation. Well, the answer has a lot to do with a specific set of strict laws that shape the unique landscape of this city. Living in Dubai entails understanding and strictly adhering to local laws and customs. While the economy is increasingly connected to the globalized world, Dubai's justice system differs from what we're accustomed to in the West. Consequences for actions considered infractions vary significantly compared to Western countries. These infractions go beyond what we might typically imagine. Theft, for example, is illegal anywhere, but in Dubai, even leaving unsettled debts, such as a mortgage or financing for a supercar, is treated as a criminal act comparable to theft. This means that if you neglect to pay off a debt, you could end up behind bars. In the United Arab Emirates, obtaining loans is quite accessible, leading many people to acquire luxurious cars, often of high value. However, unforeseen circumstances, such as losing a job, can lead to complicated financial situations. Imagine, for example, being a British immigrant in 2020, working as an investor in Dubai. Suddenly, the pandemic emerges, destroying the industry and resulting in massive job losses. Loans that were so easily granted to acquire expensive cars turn into burdens almost impossible to bear. Options narrow. Faced with this crossroads, choices can be tough. Some may attempt loans from employed friends, others, which is the reason for our curiosity, opt to leave the country, leaving their stunning cars abandoned by the roadside. It's shocking to think that supercars like Ferraris and McLarens are abandoned. Some were discarded so hastily that the keys are still in the ignition. Personal items were left behind in the midst of panic. The cars remain where they were left until the police come to tow them, which in some situations can take months. Local laws, however, complicate the process of removing abandoned cars. Unlike other countries,